James Prizzioti coming to you live from Jersey, August 31st. Bringing you guys along for an update. I'm out here. I'm doing some replanting today, getting some of the fall stuff in. So I'm going to be pulling a lot of this stuff out. That's basically done. Over here, this lettuce patch, I'll be pulling most of this out. We harvested a lot of lettuce already. Get the front side of the hugelkultur bed all replanted, or the back side over here. This is an area which we had replanted and reseeded already. We're already getting fresh beans and stuff from it, so that's good. Gonna be planting more beans, all the brassicas, kale, broccoli, cauliflower. We're getting some spinach in the ground, a bunch of cilantro, the usual fall stuff. So I might be a little late, but I think I'll be right on timing. This one I already redid. Took most of the stuff out, then planted, I believe, cabbage here, cauliflower, and then kale. Then I also have flowers as borders and carrots mixed in, and also cilantro. So the garden's still looking pretty good. Some of the summer stuff is just finished, just going through and pulling it out. Got some huge squashes already that we're harvesting. We're going to be getting seed from. So I'll either tack a video in here of some of the zucchinis that we harvested, or wait till a little later because I like to let the plant completely die off, and then the zucchini's just left, and then I'll take that and harvest seed from that. So the tomato patch with the trellis is doing the best. Still just doing excellent. We just put a new tree in right there, pear tree. A lot of stuff is doing good. A bunch of tomatoes are still producing. We're just going through and gonna be harvesting some of them today. We already ate so many tomatoes, so anything we can't eat, I'm just saving seed from. Here's another tree we put in. We got it for really cheap. It's another plum tree, a Santa Rosa. We've got 3 of those now. They're just doing so well. Some pumpkins finishing up. I didn't even plant pumpkins this year, but just had ones that must have seeded from the year before. Zinnia is still looking beautiful. Pumpkin looks like it's dying off a little, but that's alright. Actually, strawberry patch is doing incredible. It started over there, it's moved out to here. Hopefully it'll soon take over the whole understory of the garden as the ground cover. Let the trees be up top, and that's just what I'm looking for. I want all berries as the ground cover, and then strawberries and blueberries as the herbaceous, and then some fruit trees is the canopy. I know I saw some of these in here are mixed, must be everbearing or a late variety, because here's some right here is a fresh strawberry. Eat that for breakfast. Grapes are doing great. Been eating the grapes. I had to go through and cut the clusters down. Some of them are overripe. I just let them go too long. I've been coming out and eating them, but you can see that the birds have started to get to them. This one over here is still doing real well. So I'll come out and get these before they overripen like the other ones. The bunny's been back here doing some work. He must be eating the tops of the carrots, which is alright because carrots are still beast in there. So got so many carrots. Eating some of the kale too, so I'll plant him some fresh lettuce and stuff, some fresh greens, so he's got something to eat. And the watermelons were doing great, but we kind of had a problem. My neighbors have a big dog, and there's a skunk in our yard. The dog broke through the fence and was in the garden all night, so he ripped up a lot of stuff, which is unfortunate, but they're getting a new fence, so in about a week, so we won't have to deal with it too long. It'll be alright though. You can see where he ripped everything up over here, which stinks because this was our watermelon patch and it was doing great this year. Our best pepper also got destroyed, all broken. Still got a few peppers to harvest in there though, which stinks, but at least he didn't get this guy. It's one of our good watermelons. Patty pan squash in there, it's got to be harvested. Also have another nice watermelon over here, which is good because we have at least both varieties still, which means we can save seed from both of them. Crushed some of the zinnia. Crushed our other pepper plant right here, which was doing great, but that's alright. I'm not worried about it. It's fate, right? You know, it's meant to happen. We know all things work together for good. Here's some squash. This is how I like to let the squash save seed from. This is the plant here. It's dead. It's done. That means this one's ready to be harvested to save seed from. That's what I'll do. You can see the dog got back here too. Ripped all this stuff out, which is fine. No big deal. If you guys have been following along, I planted raspberry plants my neighbor gave me. Dog ripped this one up a little, but they're still doing well. Here's a raspberry. Raspberry under there. Another raspberry right here. All different varieties, so next year those raspberries should take right off and do real well. I also have more planted in here. Raspberry in there. So it's good. Should diversify the fruit yield next year. Should work together for good. I'll just give you a peek of some of the size of the squash in here. Look at that. Look at that zucchini. Compared to the little pea I broke off, piece of it, but the size of that zucchini. Another huge one over there. Another huge one in here. These got to be like 2-foot zucchinis, which should make for some good seed, because these were healthy plants. I'm still getting zucchini. They're still producing, which is just incredible to me. But I couldn't have had a better year, especially for how little I was able to get out here. But still got some watermelons doing well. I think this was a nitrogen fixture. I couldn't completely identify it, but telling by the leaf pattern, looks like a nitrogen fixture to me, but the only thing that sucks is it's got thorns. So I'm going to have to take it out because I don't want a thorn tree in here. I would have liked a nice nitrogen fixer like that is, but I really don't want anything really thorned in the garden. I might even stick into blackberries that don't have thorns and raspberries and stuff with no thorns, because it's not nice walking around without shoes on out here if you got things with thorns. Some other watermelons doing good in here. And I mean, things are still doing well. You could tell it's getting towards the tail end. But again, so much zucchini. Here's a zucchini that can be harvested and eaten. This isn't passed. So I gotta freeze more zucchini because there's still a bunch out here. Without a doubt, the zucchini and the squash was the bumper crop for this year. So much production out of them. Couldn't even keep up with it. I can't even imagine how much frozen zucchini and squash I have. I'm going to have to show you guys at some point. It's got to be over 150, 200 pounds or something. It's just absurd. But I'll be using them to make smoothies all winter with fresh homegrown zucchini. I love doing that. And maybe I can give some to my sister or something, make some zucchini bread. I've also heard zucchini quiche is pretty good, but I don't really eat cheese, so we'll see how that goes. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I just wanted to give you a little update. Sorry it was longer than I expected, but just give you like a little tour, show you how things are doing. I could show you the grapes and stuff over there, but I'm not going to be able to get over there. I got to grab some of those seeds from the sunflowers too, because the squirrels are already starting to take some of them, and that was a beast sunflower, so I want to save the seeds from that. Even though I won't be planting any sunflowers again next year, I'll probably just let some of them fall and reseed themselves like usual. Thanks for tuning in, guys. James Prigione's out. August 31st, showing you guys today's harvest. Got nice peppers. This one was a little yellow, but I still grabbed it. Tomatoes. Smaller variety tomatoes. Grabbed a couple beets. We got a bunch back there. I don't really eat beets that much, but I think I'm going to try to juice them. Then we got a bunch more zucchini, like always. Bunch of cucumbers. My neighbor gave us some of these smaller variety pumpkins for ornamentals. Pretty cool. Decent harvest. Thankful. Didn't do any work again. Just came out and harvested. I was working today getting all the fall stuff in, so another blessings harvest from Yehovah. Thankful what he does. Makes it so easy. This yoke is easy and his burden is light, so that's what it's all about. Thanks for tuning in, guys. James Prigioni's out.